Carolina Panthers play their final 2023 game at home this week versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who hope it's not their final game. Despite losing last week, the Buccaneers control their destiny, beat Carolina, and win the NFC South. They take on a Panthers team that didn't score a single point last week.
It's deflected and picked off, intercepted, and a disastrous day for the Panthers offense continues.
Buccaneers face the official worst team in the league. Carolina locked up the number one pick in the draft for Chicago. The number one pick they have on their roster, the reason for that. Bryce Young only threw for 112 yards last week, a low 50s rating, no touchdowns, one pick, just 3.5 yards per attempt. It's been a rough rookie campaign for Bryce. Has 11 TDs, 10 INTs for the season.
A little bit high with that pass and another turnover on downs.
That's one I don't really quite understand.
Carolina has scored more than 18 points just once in their last 11 games. Tampa held them to 18 in Week 13, sacked Young 4 times, picked him off, no touchdowns allowed. Buccaneers beat the Panthers in a close one, 21-18.
Young will throw on 4th down. He's directing traffic for Thielen. Thielen he can't get it, it's intercepted! Antoine Winfield!
Part of the reason Carolina played Tampa close, and the number one reason Buccaneers fans might feel a little nervous this week, the Panthers held Baker Mayfield to 202 yards in that game, only 1 touchdown, and they picked him off. They made him look bad and made a game of it.
It's up for grabs, and it is intercepted! Xavier Woods!
Mayfield's latest outing, a mixed bag that came along with 2 INTs, too.
Mayfield, stunt coming, sees it, throws, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram has it.
Baker did finish strong last week at least, threw for 2 TDs, over 300 yards, over 9 yards per attempt.
Mayfield taking a shot, middle of the field. It's caught for the touchdown. Trey Palmer.
And that's Mayfield, more or less. No shock who he's going to try and lean on to try and take down Carolina for the second time. Mike Evans went for 162 yards and a touchdown versus the Panthers, has over 1,200 yards for the year after going for 70 yards last week.
Here's Mayfield, lets it rip, and now wide open, it's Evans. Finally, they get back to Mike Evans.
Chris Godwin put up 81 yards and a TD last week. He just needs a smidge more for a 1,000-yard season.
Here's Mayfield, just loading up, has Godwin wide open, he's got the catch, and Godwin's going to score!
Rashad White ran for 80-plus yards and a score versus Carolina. He needs 85 rushing yards to hit the 1,000-yard mark.
They give it to White, and White's got the first down and more! White inside the 30. He's waiting to see where, and he finally does.
Panthers defense he faces just gave up over 100 yards to Travis Etienne, too. 6.4 yards per carry, 2 touchdowns, and Etienne was a sub-4-yard per carry run guy going into that game.
Etienne off and running, breaking a tackle, Etienne, touchdown!
Buccaneers only have 1 loss to a team not above 500. Can't call it a layup because they barely got it to drop when they faced each other earlier. Take to the comment section with your predictions. Let's see what the panel of 10 has.